and someone cuts me off, I biologically want to crash a car.
Dude,
right?
you're a woman. You shouldn't even be driving. You guys are so dangerous behind the wheel. Like,
I'm gonna just take the bus. You're right. Yeah. But yeah, biologically, like men have urges, but I don't think that you should
act on those urges.
Yeah. So. I think it's more of your circle, though, that you need to change if you feel like it's completely hard.
If it was 1950, I would say, no, don't act on it, man. Wait for the right girl. But the thing is that since women are having sex younger and younger, right? So girls are losing their virginity in their goddamn teens at this point. Women, right? What if I told you, right? Okay, you're going to have a boxing match in 10 years. But the person you're going to fight against has been training for 10 years. They're super experienced. Meanwhile, you've only sparred maybe one time. Who do you think is going to win that fight?
The one that's trained, obviously.
Okay. By the time a woman hits puberty, she's been hit on a significant amount of times. By the time she's 21, 22, 23, she's pretty much become a black belt at deflecting loser guys. This is why women are more socially aware than men a lot of times when it comes to social situations. They read body language better, etc. Right? So, in general, right? So, what I'm saying is that if men don't have sexual experience, they don't deal with the opposite gender, right? And figure out how to deal with women properly, they set themselves up for failure. We just talked about men losing custody of their children. Men typically lose a lot of money in divorce, etc. There's dire consequences for not understanding females.
Myron, you're so funny, Myron. Like, women become masters at an early age at deflecting losers, and they still get fucked by losers.
That's true. Some guys figure it out.
Even the black belt, bro.
Yeah. So some guys are able to, learn how to emulate mannerisms of a higher status guy. That's what pickup really is, if you think about it. It's emulating mannerisms of a higher value male. Yeah. No, even if the guy might not necessarily be high value, they learn the mannerisms.
But to your point, you are right. We should help our urges, so to speak. However, in the current marketplace, I think personally speaking, if you're going to be a man of value and you work towards becoming a better man, yes, you should. But do you want to? No. The reality is you're going to do what you want to do.
I mean, let's be honest here, right? You're fairly religious, fairly conservative, right? You're not even a virgin. So even if you take the strongest conservative women that have good moral values, etc., you're still not getting a virgin. So if that's like the barometer, right, of females nowadays, you can only imagine the other side, how it is. So men, and I would argue in the West, men have to be experienced because a lot of guys, oh, my dick got wet from this girl. They commit to that girl and she fucks his life up. Like men risk way more when they get in a long-term relationship than women do.
Maybe it's too intrusive, but you can answer if you don't have to answer. Did you lose your virginity to an immigrant who's not a Christian?
What?
Was he a Christian?
He was not a Christian. No. I wasn't in my faith as tough as I am now.
Which is kind of good because like when women are religious at a young age, they all become whores. Like every time I'm getting my dick sucked, she goes, "John, I love you because I used to go to Catholic school." I'm like, "Bitch, you're a whore. What the fuck?" And it's always these Catholic school girls. So I kind of like that they get religious later. You know.
Gotcha.
Anybody else have anything?
Wait, Myron. Earlier you said that like single fathers on average do better than are better parents, right?
Yes, they're single father households don't lead to the same degenerative stats that single mother households do.
Okay, how do you square that with the fact that you just said that you think men fare worse after like a divorce? How does that set them up to be like better fathers?
What do you mean? So you're saying like because divorce fucks guys up.
Yeah, I know. So, like, how can they be like? How are the stats reflecting that they're better single fathers?
Because they overcome.
Because the thing is that fathers typically tend to be better disciplinarians.
Oh. What about resources though?
That's a part of it, but being a good disciplinarian is very important, and it's something that women typically aren't the best at. You know, typically when you have a two-parent household, who's the main disciplinarian? A lot of the times it's the father, right? When the kid's a child, right? It's like, okay, the woman can get involved, but as soon as if it's a boy, especially, he hits puberty, he's not scared of his mom anymore. It's the dad that he's scared of.
I don't know. I don't even know that it's true though that men fare worse after divorce than women do. I'm pretty sure, like, if you're a single mom, you're at a greater disadvantage post-divorce than you are if you're a single father.
It depends on what metric you want to use of being disadvantaged.
There's like plenty of different metrics. I think by like most of them though, like you're now like a single mom, you have multiple kids. It's probably going to be harder for you to like re-enter the sexual marketplace, find a second husband. It's probably going to be harder for you to remarry and like have a father figure in your kid's life. You now have like a split household probably. You're going to not have as much money or whatever.
Realistically speaking, a woman can find a simp to take care of her and her kids.
She could, but is that happening though?
It does happen.
Yes, all the time.
Yes. You think the majority of single mothers are able to find partners quickly?
Why do you think we have to scream on this podcast, don't marry single moms?
Facts.
Okay.
But yes, exactly. You're saying don't marry them because like
they're not as valuable.
They're not doing well after post-divorce.
No, but the reason why we have to tell guys don't marry a single mom or don't take single mom seriously is because so many guys do it. And they fuck their lives up.
Yeah, you got to remember.
I don't think a lot of
what
men
you got to remember
are going after single mothers.
We can
Yes, they
Google
do.
this right now.
They're going
Jeff
after
Bezos
pregnant
single
girls.
mothers.
So maybe to hook up
Honey.
with them, but to be in like a long-term stable relationship, which is like what would actually reintroduce stability into that like single mom's life, is to get remarried and have a father figure for her kids. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't doubt that she could get laid, probably, but like
she'll get money while she's getting the dick. Trust me.
Jeff Bezos just settled down with one.
Yeah.
And what you got to remember is one man, 1 billion nuts he's gonna bust. Single moms are getting it too. Myron, me, Sneeko, we're taking down
sex. Yes,
mills.
they're getting
We're
sex, but
taking
they're
them all.
not.
Well, sometimes they extract from a simp. Many times, a lot of resources, and the simps don't really mind it, right?
I don't think any woman
Oh
is
my
at an
God.
advantage by being a single mom and having multiple kids. Like, you're not going to
Well,
be
then why
featuring
the
that
fu-
on your
okay,
Tinder
all right.
profile. Like, I'm
Sure.
a single mom with 3
I'll give
kids.
it to you and you'll still lose. Why the fuck 80% of them initiate the divorce? If she's so mad about, oh, this sucks, then don't fucking initiate the divorce, you dumbass. You ladies that are past the wall and get a divorce, what is the game plan? Like, nobody wants
The
you.
stat that you're
Give up.
talking about, the majority of women who initiate divorces are women without college degrees. But once women have college degrees, that's way less likely.
That's incorrect. That's absolutely incorrect.
No,
when a
the
woman has a
college
bachelor's
degrees
degree, it
don't
actually
matter.
shoots up the chances of a divorce significantly.
No.
I literally wrote down the website, but if you want, I can find this exact stat right now. It tends to be that like women in general initiate divorce. The more educated you are, the less likely. But that's not necessarily because of education. People who are more educated tend to get married later. And usually when you get married at you're like 27, 28, your life is more stable. So you're like less likely to get into like a rushed marriage and then divorce afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not necessarily because of education, but usually educational attainment points towards whether it's more likely
There's
or
an
not.
extremely strong correlation between higher divorce rates and a female's education level.
From what I see, like that stat is
Now, is it
misinterpreted.
causation? No, but I mean, you got to look at that and see like, okay, something is off here because when a woman has a bachelor's degree, it significantly increases the chance of divorce, somewhere around like 80, 90%. I have that
Okay.
stat in my book as well. So I mean,
Okay,
here's
so
the
we
thing,
can
you can
compare
find
stats
all, you
afterwards.
can find all your stats, like you can always find stats that like prove your point. But the thing is that if divorce rates are already high, right? It would make sense that the divorce rates would increase when a woman is more educated. Because when a woman's more educated, guess what? She has her own money. When a woman has her own money, she needs a man less. When a woman needs a man less, she feels she has better options. She can go ahead and do better. When women are educated, it hurts them. When women have more status, it hurts them because they think I can do better. The grass is always greener on the other side
Wait.
as women accumulate more status and resources.
But didn't you like explain earlier that women, when they divorce, they're trying to get like that alimony, they're trying to get that extra income or whatever by divorcing the man. So if you're already economically stable, then like, you know, that pressure or that want to steal that guy's money isn't there anymore, right?
Yes, it is. Because a lot of the times they marry a guy who has more status themselves.
Okay.
And you know, it's like fruitless to even talk about this because if you want to clean up 80% of murders, the child should always go to the man. Period. Then you take out a lot of school shooters.
What if the father doesn't want them? Like
by fucking law, we'll put a sword to his throat. What the fuck? I'm talking about a Catholic theocracy. I'm not trying to talk about a less liberal whore system.
Wait,
I don't get
Myron, if single mothers were living it up on like the resources that they extract from their ex-husbands, wouldn't men be going with these single mothers to try to get the money from their like previous ex-partners? I don't think this is happening.
No.
I don't think you fare well.
What? Didn't you hear us earlier? Men don't care about your money.
Yeah.
Y'all want me to care about your money so bad.
Earlier in the podcast, John was saying that like he doesn't care about like that. You're like, why do I care about an OnlyFans model who makes $1 million because I can't get access to any of that? Okay, so like here's an example of a man who's trying to get like with women to get to their money.
No, he's
What?
saying
No.
He's saying
What the
it
fuck?
won't happen.
No, he said the reason why men don't care about a woman's money and status is because she's not going to share with us anyway. Long term.
How did you understand that? How did you understand that, Myron? You understand? You speak retard, Myron? I was like, actually, I thought I almost thought I lost.
Yo.
Myron, how did you download what she said?
Wow.
Fresh and I are looking at each other like, what the fuck?
What the
John,
fuck,
that's not what
bro?
you said earlier.